To feel this energy. You guys' energy is better than we've had the whole weekend. So that's how you know you're going to be successful, because your vibe attracts your tribe. So well done for being here. Thank you so much. I feel like it's getting a bit old now, me standing here, being on this stage. I'm like, oh, am I getting a bit old? Is everyone getting a bit bored of me now? But hopefully not. So, sorry if my voice is a little bit in and out. I think I'm just coming to the end of my, what's the word? Maybe starting to burn out slightly, but we're all good. So, I have been given the amazing opportunity to answer your guys' questions. And the questions are just going to pop up on the screen. And for anyone that doesn't know, so you all got the opportunity to write down your questions on Thursday. So, basically, the ones have been picked out. And I've had a look at the questions, and there is a bit of a recurring theme, which is good, and I think that the recurring theme is very transparent of how the whole weekend has gone, which is how do we get people to the next level, basically. So the first question that we've got, as you can see, is how do I recruit internationally? Now, when I saw this question, I was like, ooh, good question. I'll be totally honest with you right now, internationally is not something that I'm concentrating on, and I'm sorry if that disappoints anyone, and I'll tell you why. Because I began to build my business in the UK and the Republic of Ireland. Ireland is another country, but it's still the same language. So we don't have those language barriers. I do have some people in my team. I have a South African team, but again, they speak English. I have an Australian team, but again, they speak English. I have a Canadian team, but they speak English. So I'm quite lucky that all of them, and I actually have a Spanish team, but she is originally English. So I haven't come across the barriers of how do I recruit internationally. However, if I was to recruit internationally, which I will want to do in the future, one of the places that I really want to build a team in when it opens is India, as my partner is half Indian, so he has a lot of contacts over there, so we will be building that market when it does open. So how I would advise anyone that is looking to recruit internationally is, first of all, and this was some advice that was given to me yesterday by a $10 million circle earner, was that wherever you're looking to build a team of that nationality where you are first. For example, Ricky's half Indian, so the Indian market isn't open as yet, so what we want to do is build the Indian market in the UK, so then when India does open as a market, then we have a flow already to go into India when it opens. Now, I know there's language barriers and things like that, so what I've always been told is that, and this is from people, one of my uplines are called Gudrun and Benedict, you may have heard of them, they're $5 million circle earners, and they have been in the business for 20 years, and they told me when I wanted to move to America, the best thing to do is find someone in that place and they build the what's the word? The what? No, that's not it. I can't remember the word, but basically the person of that nationality or of that country is going to build it better than you know, so you need to find someone that's going to go and build that. So for example, someone from England is going to build England, you know, someone from Ireland is going to build Ireland, etc, etc. So that would be my answer for that. How do I overcome the language barriers? Again, this is something that I haven't really experienced, so I don't want to stand up here and give you guys advice that I've not necessarily experienced. I'm very transparent, but how I would overcome language barriers, if I was to be put in front of that, was I would source somebody that spoke that language pretty quickly. So you've got two choices. You either learn the language or you find someone that knows the language. That's how I see it. So I personally want to challenge myself this year to learn a language, because I believe if you can speak multi-languages in this business, then you've already got a massive advantage over others. So if you are in the room and you do speak different languages, then 100% make sure you're utilising that. But the biggest bit of advice that I want to give you in regards to all of this is that build where you are first. Don't attempt to build the 49 other markets that we're in and forget about the one that you live in. Build on your doorstep is the easiest thing for you to do. Of course, you want to build the other contacts that you have in the other areas, but at the same time, don't forget about where you are on your doorstep, because there's still so much work to be done in every single market that we have. Okay, so, as a male, I am not a male, but we're going to go with it. How do I effectively recruit in a primarily female social selling environment? So this is a great question. So as most of you guys will know, my partner Ricky, he does the business with me, and this was something that we kind of discussed in the beginning. And I just do want to make it totally clear, it is very difficult for males in the social media world. However, in this business, more males make more money than females. So for males, you guys just need to find really powerful females. And you can do that through social media. So you can do that through social media. But what I would say for males is, if you can, so for example with Ricky, how we've done it is that he has his own success story, he is his own person, but he has shared my success to, you know, inspire any females that are on his contact list and kind of share what it is that I've done, but not just use my story and not make his own, okay? So for males, what you need to understand is, what is your target audience? Who is it that you're trying to bring into your business? Don't try and act like something that you're not, and a lot of males these days come into the business from their partners, okay? So if that is you, don't try and hide behind your partner's smoke, and I said that the other day. Be your own person, be strong. When you are recruiting through social media as a male, you have to be very careful, and it's going to be a lot slower for you guys as males, because, of course, when you message a girl, what does she think? She thinks you're hitting on her, right? So I would actually say, as a male, to have a picture of you and your partner as your profile picture or your cover photo. So just put it out there straight away that I'm in a relationship and I'm not contacting you, you know, for any other reason apart from business. I think that's really, really important. For a male as well, concentrate on the unisex kind of products, the men's box, the toothpaste, the Epoch range, the dividends, the Nutriol. I believe that there are males that could create $1 million businesses off the back of the Nutriol shampoo. I have seen the craziest results from males who have kind of thinning at the top, have the most insane results. So any males in the room, what I challenge you guys to do is have a look at the males on your contact list and approach those males. Offer them the Nutriol shampoo at a discounted price in return for a testimonial, and then once they get a testimonial, you ask them to share their testimonial with their friends and family, like you do with the toothpaste referral posts. Because for men, having a product that can regrow their hair is life-changing. So 100% I would do that. So the next question is, how do I do social selling on Instagram? So I have only just started using my Instagram properly, and Ricky is already sick and tired of it, because I'm like, take a picture of me here, take a picture of me there. Because the thing with Instagram, there's some girls in the UK that are just killing it with Instagram. There's one girl that's got to diamond, I think she's in blue diamond qualification just off the back of Instagram. And she doesn't have anybody, she doesn't message anybody, they all come to her. Yeah. And this is by using Instagram stories and using your Instagram feed. So the number one thing on Instagram is you've got to have a theme. Okay, so what is your theme? So for example, Emma Carpenter has a fantastic Instagram, you should follow her. She's organically grown over 13,000 followers, and how she does her Instagram is all about her children. It's all about Jensen and Georgie and Alex, and she shares what she does with her kids, whether it's going out for a walk, whether it's at an event, whatever it is it might be. And when you scroll through Emma's Instagram, you are intrigued as to what it is that Emma does. Now, the thing with Instagram, why it's so powerful and why I believe Instagram will eventually take over Facebook, is because it's just pictures. And remember the saying, pictures tell 1,000 words? That's exactly what Instagram is like. So you go through these pictures, and I used to be that person. I used to go through people's Instagrams and think, how do they afford that lifestyle? And the harsh reality is that half of them don't. They're called, there's actually a program about it, about these fake Instagram people, and they have this massive luxurious lifestyle on Instagram when really it's not real, but how they fund their life is by getting paid by sponsors to advertise their products and things because they have so many followers. So on Instagram, you can make anything look great. So you need to make sure you know what your theme is, who are you attracting, hashtags. We all know the power of hashtags. If you go onto Google, you can see what the best hashtags are to use. And also there's a couple of apps that you can get. One of them is called Captivate, and that's Captivate. What that app is, it basically allows you to follow and unfollow people. So if you want to build an Instagram following pretty quickly, you want to follow people, and then you want to unfollow them when they don't follow you back. So you're keeping your followers to following conversion. Your following should always be a lot lower than your followers. So this app allows you to basically select really quickly who is not following you back and unfollow them. And you should do that on a regular basis to keep that conversion low. Because when you go onto someone's Instagram and they're not following many people, but they've got lots of followers, then it looks really organic. So I've been using my Instagram a lot recently, especially the Instagram story, which is essentially like Snapchat, and I've had a lot of people come to me through that. Because that Instagram story gets seen by all of your followers. And when you start getting more likes on your photos, you go onto the Discover page. And I always scroll on that Discover page. It's the little, what's the word? What's that thing that you look into? That one, magnifying glass. It's a little magnifying glass, and you can basically scroll through all the most liked pictures, but what it does, it connects you with what you like to look at. So mine is just full of like nails and dresses and like fake celebrities that I like stalking. And then when you start getting likes like that, you go onto the Discover page. So Instagram, start using it. It's an amazing tool. But what I would say is that if you haven't established your Facebook, establish your Facebook first. I've been doing this business for 2.5 years, nearly 2.5 years, and I've only just started to really concentrate on my Instagram. But again, guys, this takes consistency. And I can't blame Instagram if I don't get any kind of activity from it, if I'm not being responsible for being consistent. So social media takes consistency. So how do I convert toothpaste reps to the rest of the business? So we went through this yesterday, but some of the top tips to do this is, first of all, inspire them with your story. So show them how, by you moving into the business, it impacted your life in a positive way. Show them the bigger picture, show them the difference between being a distributor and an executive. You know, I told all of you guys yesterday, in your central training groups, go and do a live video or get your Blue Diamond upline to do it and explain what the difference is between being a distributor and being an executive. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Sorry. So just to give you guys the power of this, and this is the example that I use. In my first month as a distributor, I earned £150, okay? Which I thought was quite good. That was from the 5% frontline sponsoring rate. Then in my second month as an executive, when I hit executive, so my first executive month's pay was £3,500. And we worked out that if I had done the same volume as an executive, but only a distributor, I would have only been paid around £550. So the difference between a distributor pay to an executive pay is huge. So that's what you have to get across to people. And I always say to people, if you're serious about this business, if you seriously want to make money, then the thing that you want to rush to do is executive. You don't want to rush any other pin title. We don't want flat rubies. We don't want flat diamonds. But what we want is a great executive. So you organically get that person to executive, then you get 3K, 5K, 2K is struggling, 3K is healthy, 5K is growing. So you want them to be growing. So, how do I recruit distributors of other MLMs before the launch of Power Lips? Okay, so it says other MLMs, but obviously we all know there's one MLM that does a very similar product to this. So, what you guys need to start doing now is adding people on Facebook that are interested in makeup, okay? And how do you do that? So, we are in Utah. So let's search on Facebook for Utah Beauty Supplies, a Facebook group. It might be a kind of buy and sell group where people buy and sell their own makeup. They might be makeup artists, etc., selling their stock. You're not going to post on that group. You're going to start connecting with people in that group, and then you're going to start building a relationship with them. And then you could even go in and say to this person, I want to speak to you about this amazing product we have coming out next month. I saw that you were in a makeup, buy and sell group, so we have similar interests in this industry. We actually have a new matte lips, like a lipstick, lip gloss coming out. It's an 8 to 10 hour wear product. It has no alcohol in it. It comes in 12 shades. I'd love to be able to offer you the opportunity to try this product when we have a pre-release in August. How you're going to get makeup artists and people from other MLMs to believe in this product, they have to try it, okay? But then also what you're going to say to them, there's also a business opportunity to this. So we've just been told that the retail markup on these lipsticks are $10 a pop. So if you already have people that buy makeup from you, if you're already part of this company and you sell a lot of this product, how much do you make from that? Because if you were to sell 10 of these, you would make $100. So that's what I would do. Next question. How do you expose toothpaste customers to other products and get them onto ADR? Okay, so this is quite good because I've had a lot of people approach me over the past couple of days from this event and say, when do you move people onto other products? And I know you guys are having a huge success right now with the toothpaste, and you need to ride that wave and you need to continue to have that success. But you need to start getting these customers to see the other products. Because there's a saying that if somebody tries 5 new skin products, they will be a customer for life. Because there is at least one, there will be at least one product that they cannot live without, okay? But if you are not exposing them to the other products and you're just sticking with the toothpaste, they're never going to see that. And the company has already seen how you guys are selling huge volume of the toothpaste, but then the 2nd and 3rd month return is not as strong. But if you maybe sold them a toothpaste, a mud mask, and a mascara, they might not want the toothpaste again, but they might love the mascara. So it's difficult to get somebody just on an ADR for a toothpaste. I think there's actually a minimum of 50 points. So, well, we are changing that in Europe, I'm not sure if you guys are. So, what you guys have to think about is exposing these people to some more consumable products. For example, Age Lock, for example, a galvanic with the gels, for example, Age Lock Me. Things that you can get them on an ADR monthly or bi-monthly. And you have to understand that on social media, we have over 250 products in the UK in our portfolio. 55 of those products are under £30 retail. So there are so many opportunities to expose people to cheap, cost-effective products. For example, the hair stuff, the shampoos, the conditioners, the hair mask, the Nutriol. They're ADR products. They are products that people need every single month. So, I'm trying to keep my executive status. What are best ways to boost GSV? Ricky, how many times do I get asked this on a monthly basis? Oh my God, okay. So here's the deal. Truth bomb time. If you, first of all, are struggling to keep your executive status, then you are doing something wrong, okay? Now, you do not become an executive to be in the position that you struggle to reach 2,000 GSV. So that's the first thing to think about. And of course, the world is not perfect, and people will fall short of their points, because that's the kind of world that we live in, and that's the kind of business and industry that we're in. However, to boost your points at the end of the month, to make sure that you get your kind of minimum or your maximum, there's a lot of different things that you can do. A lot of them are quite self-explanatory, but a couple of tips that I always give my team on month end. First of all is you guys should keep customer record cards. You guys are selling so much toothpaste at the moment. I hear from some of you and you say I sold 80 to 100 tubes in my first post, which is amazing. But if you're not keeping a record of who bought those toothpaste from you, then you're going to really struggle with repeat custom. And if your follow-up is weak, then you're not going to have customer retention. So you need to ensure that you keep customer record cards, so when it does come to month end and you're possibly struggling for your minimum, then you can go back over these people. You can perhaps offer them a discount or offer them a bundle deal, a monthly refill to help you with your points. The next tip is live videos, demos on the product. I was actually just reading a message from one of my front lines before I came on stage, and she said that she had just sold a foundation, bronzing pearls, mascara, a lip gloss, and I think it was an eyeliner or something, off the back of a live video she'd done a month ago. So live videos, and that was a demo. So live videos are so powerful. So, another great tip is that if you have quite a lot of new people in your circle group that maybe haven't got that momentum going yet, but they've got a beauty group, as the sponsor, schedule out your evening and go live in all of these people's beauty groups and do a beauty box demonstration. And I actually learned this from Aurora Call. So basically in 20 minutes, you go through the 7 products in the beauty box in your downlined beauty group. And I've done this before, and we've sold multiple beauty boxes off the back of doing that. So you can call it like a beauty box party, or you could just call it an introduction to my new business. Then as the sponsor, you get the opportunity to share a little bit about your story, and then how you do it, you do a half-face mud mask. That is on whilst, right in the beginning, you've got the mud mask on, okay? Then you do the polish and peel, then you do one eye of them, always do half face, then you do one eye of the mascara, then you do half of the lip gloss, just do half of your lips, then you talk about the green tea tablets, the toothpaste, and then you do the moisture mist at the end. So you can do that in 20 minutes and generate a lot of volume from doing that. So, and as well, the last thing with the last question is showcase parties, is what I told you about. If you've got a week to go for the month and you're struggling, get on the phone to all of your friends and family and say, can you host a showcase party for me? Get 8 to 10 of your friends and family together, I will come with my kit, do all the demos, and you can keep the profit. Say to the person, you can keep the profit on the night, incentivise them to help you. Product showcase parties are the best way to get volume in a short amount of time. Okay. How do you qualify prospects online? Don't want to waste time. Well, we all don't want to waste time, but what you guys have to understand is that prospecting people online is like doing it with a blindfold on a lot of the time. Especially if you don't get them on the phone or on a FaceTime and you don't actually hear their voice and what their direction is. So when you are qualifying prospects online, there's a couple of key questions that you can ask to establish the sincerity of this person or whether they're going to be a distributor or a business partner, okay? So the first one is on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you to get started? 3 or 4 being you need more information, 9 to a 10 is that you're ready to get going right now. And if this person says, oh, you know, I'm about 4 or 5, they need more information. So then the killer question you need to ask them, and I really am sharing all my secrets now, okay, is, what do I need to do to get you from a 4 to a 10? What more information do you need? Okay? Sometimes they're not going to reply. Sometimes they want to hear from other successful people. So if I'm prospecting a 40 or a 50-year-old, at 25 years old, that person probably looks at me and thinks, well, this is a young person's business. So what I need to do is connect that person with one of my uplines that has more experience in the business and is older, so then they can build a relationship, and my upline can edify me and edify what I've said about the company. So that's one killer question, to how you know the sincerity of getting people started, because that's really important. The next one is, how much money would you like to earn from this opportunity? And when someone says, as much as I can, you need to go back and say, no, I want you to give me a specific figure. How much money would you like to earn from this opportunity? And they might say, okay, $300. And you say, great. So how much time per week can you give this opportunity? And they might say, an hour. And then you'll have to think, well, if someone's only got an hour a week to earn $300 a month, that might be a little bit of a slim picking. We might struggle. But if someone wants to earn, say, $500 a month and has 10 hours a week, that's really, really great. That's a really great plan. So then you know you've got someone that's ready to get started, they've got a money goal, and they can tell you what time they have. So then you can get them started, get them posted, and get them making money. And if someone says, I want to earn $500, then all you need to say is, great, go and sell 50 whitening toothpastes. So, well, this is pretty self-explanatory. Can we do Facebook ads? Answer is no. Guys, we have social selling rules for a reason. We have to protect the industry that we're in. We have to protect the company. Do not try and cut corners. Do not try and kind of get in between the rules and ignore that they're there, because karma will work its way back round to you. And you have to act with integrity, and you have to protect the market that we're in. And if we all go and spam lots of Facebook ads and posting loads of groups and selling lots of third-party sites, then we're actually taking business away from ourselves. So what do you say to irritated prospects who don't want a PM or a DM, but want the price and name of the product sent back in the comments? I just simply don't do it. You know, like, that is honestly my answer. So if someone's irritated, which I think is very rare, so this person that asked this just may have had one bad experience. First of all, I would actually not rise to the comment. So if someone commented and said, this is so annoying, can't you just put the price and the name on the comment? I would message that person directly and I would say, thank you for your comment. I hope you understand the reason that I can't do this is because I want to build a relationship with you. I want to explain to you the benefits of the product, give you the price, and we can have a conversation. I hope you understand how I'm trying to build my business. Do not ever, ever, ever give the price or the name of the product in the comments, because you're letting that person win and you have just absolutely stopped any form of building curiosity, because there are other ways you can buy AP24 whitening toothpaste, and we're all selling the same product. So if you go and say the name in the comments, someone could just buy it off anyone. How do you deal with the Amazon issue? People can see the product there for less. Okay, so I was actually just speaking to Nathan about this backstage. So unfortunately, this is an ongoing problem, and it will be an ongoing problem, okay? We are not the police, and we cannot spend our time worrying about what products are being sold on sites that aren't allowed. But the best advice for you guys, if you ever get this crop up, is a couple of things. If someone decides to buy from one of these sites and it's not directly from a distributor, if something happens to that person, if they have a reaction, if the product is not correct, if it never arrives, etc, 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 that is not your responsibility and it's not Nu Skin's responsibility. So if this happens, they are not protected. The next thing is you cannot guarantee that the product that you are ordering is the real deal. And we have an example of this. So there is a picture, and I don't know if you guys have seen it, that is going around at the moment of someone that bought the enhancer from Amazon and then our enhancer. And the tube has been squeezed out, each tube onto a white plate. And you can see the enhancer on Amazon is a totally different colour to our enhancer from Nu Skin. So if people are willing to take the risk to save $3 and buy the product from Amazon, then I will open the door and push it out for them. Because they're not going to be your best customer. They don't care about value, they just care about getting it for the cheapest price possible. Okay? And if you do know of somebody that is possibly doing these unsolicited things, then yes, do report them to the company, because the more people we do get stopped by doing this, the more evidence that the company has, then we can make more of a difference. Okay. How do you know if toothpaste is available in another market or not without going to that country website? How do you know? Yeah, okay, so there is an international price list on OTG, but also when you go onto the Nu Skin website and it comes up with all the countries that we're available in all across the world, every single country has an office on the back office. So when you go onto the UK and you log in, on the top right it says media or it says office. And if you click on that, it says office library. In there is an up-to-date price list. And it will be the most up-to-date price list from the company, because the prices are constantly changing. The UK have had a recent price increase because of Brexit, and that was automatically updated on the website. But the one thing I am going to say, with these kinds of questions, use your own initiative with some of these. And I just want to give you a big tip, okay? When someone in your team asks you for a price, you never, ever, ever give them that price. Because we are coaching people to be self-sufficient and to use their own initiative and then to duplicate that. And if you duplicate, you giving the answer to every single person in your organisation, then when you have a 10 level deep of executives in your organisation, every single person is going to be asking their upline for the price. So if someone asks you for a price, tell them to go and look at the price list. They know where they're available. So make sure you do that. How do you engage followers when doing referral posts? So referral posts is actually something that we do not do in the UK, believe it or not. And this is something that we've learned from you guys, is that referral posts are so powerful. However, how I would engage people in referral posts, what Sherry said yesterday, tagging people in these referral posts is a great thing to do. So people that you believe that would be interested, people that have already showed some type of interest, whether it's a like or a comment. Also make sure that these posts look attractive. We don't want pictures of lots of teeth. Attempt to use results of people that you know or your own results. Stay away from using results of people that you do not know. Because if you can back up that result, then that's going to create a lot more excitement and interest. Also as well with referral posts, just consider the little things like how many comments you have on the post and when it is that you're actually posting. If you post at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday, then you're probably not going to get much engagement. And a little hot tip for you straight from the press is that if you guys have your own Facebook groups and your app is fully up to date, you can actually see, this is amazing by the way, Mark Zuckerberg, thank you so much, because you make Facebook the best platform to build a network marketing business. You go onto your settings on your group, you can now see everything that goes on in that group. The age range of the people that are in the group, okay, you can see that. The people that engage in your post the most, you can see that. It tells you what is the best time for you to post in your own group. It tells you the percentage between male and female. This is an amazing way for us to see who is engaging in our posts. You can also see how many people are engaging and how many people are not. So it's really, really, really useful. So you should all go and look at that on your groups and find out. Because if you have a beauty group as a female, and 80% of the people that are looking are men, then you know that your audience is not exactly what it thought it was. And then maybe you're wondering why you're struggling a little bit. Okay, so best way to track customers and distributors. So this is really key for you guys to have a follow-up system and to have some organisation. Now, I'm a pen and paper kind of person. I really like having, you know, a notebook and a diary and things like that. But some people prefer to do it all online. So you can do a Google Docs, you can do an Excel spreadsheet, whatever you find is easier. It's so important that you, with your distributors, you have your back office. Anyone that you make an account for remains on your circle group, so you can capture their details and their information pretty quickly. And also, I don't know if you guys do this, but if you type in ukie.newskin into your emails, every single person that you've ever signed up will come up on your email inbox when you get an email to say congratulations, you've got a new distributor. So that's another way. So I challenge all of you to do that. Go through every single person you've ever signed up to see if you can bring a couple of people back from the dead. Because you never know. And how do you collect the money internationally? This is a hard one, and the company has to get better at this, we know this. But how do you collect the money? PayPal is a great way. It's an international thing, you can use it everywhere. You can do bank transfers, but obviously if it's an international one, there is a delay, there is a fee, the change in the currency. So I would say PayPal is the best option, and make sure you do it to friends and family and not goods or services. Because when you do it for goods and services, it takes off the fee automatically. Okay, how do I upgrade customers to new distributors? So this is a really, really good question, and I think this is something that you guys do a lot better than what we do. So first of all, how you upgrade customers to distributors is by following up with them and making sure that they've had a great experience from the product. If someone has not had a great experience and you've not followed up with them, then of course they're not going to become a distributor. But if someone's had a great experience, all you need to say to them, do not overcomplicate it. Remember what I said yesterday, do not overcomplicate anything. So all you need to say to that person is, you've had amazing results from this toothpaste. Like, I'm blown away by your results. And remember, your excitement gets them excited. Then say to them, you have had great results from this toothpaste. I think you should share your results on your own personal Facebook page. And if you get any sales, you can keep the profit. And if you do get a lot of interest and you decide that you don't want to continue with it, I'll just take them over for you. It's as simple as that. So get them excited about the prospect of making some money, okay? Now we've got 4 minutes and 29 seconds left, so I'm going to be cheeky. Anyone in the front row got a question? Put your hand up. Now is your time. Yes, you.
What you just said,
So,
clicking on to find your, could you repeat what you said about clicking on something to find all the people that were in your business?
that's on the group settings. Okay, so literally just go into your group and go into settings and you'll see it. Anyone got a question? Oh, making me work this morning.
When you have your groups, how do you train them? Do you have videos that you say, here, look at this is the next step, or do you...
Good question. So, remember what I said yesterday, guys, is that you do not want to have a group unless you have like a fairly big organisation. So use your own central groups. But the training in your groups are vital, okay? And we've experienced, I'm not going to sit down, and we've experienced in the UK is that when you have a lot of success really quickly in a market, your training can all of a sudden become very inconsistent. And then when you need that training the most, it's not there. So live videos are really the best way to get this training across to people 100%. Now have a schedule, stick to the schedule, so pick out some key leaders in your organisation and offer them the opportunity to step up and do training. So we have two groups. We have an executive group and we have a distributor group. And I use my upline Emma Carpenter's distributor group, okay? And we have regular training in there on a Wednesday morning and a Monday night. And then every last Sunday of the month, we have a month-end special training with a blue diamond or above. Then we also have a Ruby call, which happens every Monday at 8 PM, without fail. And we have rotating weekly topics. But I believe the most powerful thing you can do is get a guest speaker on a Ruby call. Because we had Nathan Ricks on our Ruby call recently, and that Ruby call went down in the history of time. I had people ring me up crying their eyes out with how amazing it was. So get guest speakers on these calls. Okay, next one.
Can you speak on the importance of product groups and how you deal with that?
Yeah. Okay, so I would say 98% of my organisation have product groups. And these product groups are like your own mini businesses, okay? So you can get so much success from these product groups. The reason why is because if you treat this product group like your own shop front, so how I see social media, I'll just quickly run through. Your personal page, my Perrie Walker Facebook page, is for me to share my lifestyle. It's not a recruitment page and it's not a product page. It's just me sharing my lifestyle. So in about half an hour, I'll upload a picture of me standing outside. Ricky will have to take it, sorry Ricky. And it will just be me talking about my third day of the Success Summit, okay? It's not a contact me for more information kind of post. Your product group is where you share testimonials, experiences, feedback about the products. Your business page, if you have one, I've just started a business page. It's just getting the ball rolling, is to share more business type achievements and to attract more people into the lifestyle. How I see the business page is you can get away with a little bit more recruity type posts, but still, when I see a post that says, PM me for more info, oh, this is the worst one, okay? This is the worst one. When someone puts like a bullet point in post and it says, join now, 18 or over, 43% markup, available in 50 countries, company's 33 years old. Guys, stop doing them. They are spammy as hell, okay? They're just the easy way out. If we all write that post, what attracts somebody to me over you? Nothing, because we're not giving any other option. We're not offering anything different than the competitors. But product groups are great for you to be able to offer a customer experience, and by having a look at your audience in your customer groups, so what your percentage of ages are, etc., you can figure out what products you need to use. So if you have a more younger orientated product group, then I don't think age lock is the first product that you need to promote in there. So let's promote things like the mud mask, the polish and peel, let's promote the makeup, let's promote the hair care, some more younger type products. But if you have an older product group with a more experienced kind of customer base, then use the age lock and get some really good testimonials. Don't just use the standard ones you find on Google. Take the time, buy the products and get your own results, okay? Product groups as well, live demos, show these people how to use the products. I had a girl, just to finish up, that lost a lot of her hair after pregnancy with her first child. She's only 24 and she lost it to the point where you could see all the way up there was nothing there at all. And she used the neutral and it's back, thicker than ever and longer than ever. So what she did was actually, a lot of people don't know how to use the neutral correctly. And what it says on the website actually is a little bit, I think they need to change that because there's other ways you can use it to enhance it. So this girl actually washed her hair and showed live how she uses the neutral to get the results that she got. And I think she sold like 40 or 50 bottles of neutral. So doing live demos is an amazing thing for your product groups. So I'm out of time, guys, and I'm about to get kicked off the stage. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a good morning. Thank you.